Hey guys, welcome back. For those of you that have been following me, you know that I have now been doing the Korean skincare system multi-step process for almost a year now, and I have said this time and time again, I have seen remarkable difference. I mean, my acne is almost all gone. I used to get cystic acne. I only see that like once in a blue moon now. My scarring has gone down a lot. I mean, there were little spots all over my face and they're completely vanished. My skin is much more supple and moisturized. And altogether, I mean, I would never go back. I'm never gonna look back. This is an amazing, like, not to be like, this is a life-changing thing, but like, it's kind of almost a life-changing thing. Honestly, if you haven't already, look into adopting a multi-step Korean skincare system. I do not think anyone will regret it. But even though I have found products that I like and love, why not go out and explore other products, other brands, other things that I'm not quite using yet. And so I went to Yadah. They're focused on natural ingredients and putting good stuff into their products so that you're not getting bad results. I mean, you're getting good results from good products, and it looked like an interesting company. So I went through the site BB Cosmetics, and since they knew that I was a YouTuber, they actually gave me a little discount code. So 8% off, it's not a big number, but BB Cosmetics has free shipping and tons of brands. They have Nature Republic and Etude House and Innisfree, and well, those are my favorites, but they have like 30 or something brands. I haven't counted, but it looked like around then. There's like a huge drop-down list. But anyway, so 8% off with free shipping equals pretty good deal. And so I have these 4 products from Yadah, and I tested them out for a week. So it's not like I just washed my face once and I was like, oh yeah, best thing. And also guys, I'm going to be 100% honest, because if this is gonna mess up my skin, I don't want it to mess up someone else's skin. So this is my fully honest review for Yadah skincare products. The first being an anti-trouble cleanser, the second is a spot cream, third is sunscreen, which if you're not using, I'm new to sunscreen, everyone should get into that. Just protect your skin on all fronts. And then fourth and finally is a BB cushion. So without further ado, let's get into my week of testing. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the anti-trouble bubble cleanser. And it says this is a non-actinogenic skincare product based on antioxidant-rich herbal ingredients. Its soothing formula will gently refine your skin. We've minimized using chemicals to create naturally pure and healthy skin. And that is honestly the best English I've seen on packaging ever in terms of Korean beauty products, obviously. I love that this is a bubble cleanser because I've actually never used those before, but it's been like legitimately years. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm gonna wet my face now. Okay, so that took about 5 pumps to bring it to the top. It's so foamy. It's not watery at all. I remember some of the foam cleansers I've used in the past have immediately become watery after spraying them out. Oh my god, it's like you're in a bubble bath. This is so much fun. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's so much fun. So far, it's very gentle and it's not irritating my skin. I have very sensitive skin. It's so soft and smooth though, and I don't feel my skin drying out, because sometimes when you use things meant for acne that have salicylic acid, even while you're using them, you can feel your skin dry out, and I'm not feeling that at all. Oh, it's actually rubbed in much better. And I think I'm gonna wash it all off now. Okay, it's officially all washed off and my skin actually feels really smooth and nice and clean. And not dried out at all. It feels very moisturized actually, which is nice because, as I said before, again, with a lot of things that treat acne, it's really drying, but so far it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if after a few days worth of using, it'll become drying, but that's what the whole purpose of this video is gonna be. We're gonna test it, so far so good. Alright, I'm back and it's time for the Anti-Z Red Zero Spot Cream. And actually, the instructions say to use this after all the other steps in the skincare routine. And I'm using this for, I don't know if you can see well in the natural light, but I have a spot up here from a piece of cystic acne that was present in its full form weeks ago, and I've mentioned before in my Korean skincare videos that when I get these pimples, they definitely leave scars even if I don't touch them at all, and the scars stay for months. But I'm hoping this minimizes the size because it's still swollen a little bit, and also the scarring that occurs. So I've actually never used a tip like this, so I'm gonna pump. All right, it took 4 pumps to come out, and it looks like that. It's kind of funny a little bit. And I actually really like this a lot. It's a lot more sanitary than using your finger. So that rubbed in very easily. It went on quite smooth, quite easily, like I said again, and I kind of like rubbing it around with the little applicator tip. I feel fancy, like this is some kind of like surgical procedure. So I guess I'm supposed to wait for that to dry down and then use other products, which I'm fine with doing. By the end of the week, it would be really impressive if that scarring went down and the bubble went down. And I know that scarring to fade takes weeks and months and just lots of time, but this product would really prove itself to me if it was noticeably different after a week. Okay, it's dried down. So next, I am using the Sun Slush. This is such cute packaging. Sunscreen. It looks like a little Slurpee. Oh my gosh, Slurpees are from 7-Eleven, which is totally a Philadelphia thing. Slushy. It looks like a slushy. Okay, that's the more universally correct term. But the packaging is super cute. Oh, SPF 50+, which is really nice. So as I've gotten older, which isn't really the correct term, I guess, because I'm only 20. So as I've matured more into skincare and treating my skin naturally, and also listening to my mother nagging, and going to Korea and seeing how other people do their makeup, I've come to realize how important sunscreen is for your skin. And this is actually quite interesting because not only is it SPF 50, which I'm just, to me, that's like, I'm going to the beach for 8 hours. Like that's the SPF, and like maybe not even then. You know, I also don't want to look too old when I'm not that old, you know, with the wrinkles and all that. So, you know, I'm gonna get into sunscreen more. And this is actually super interesting to me because it's made with like prickly pear cactus. The point is that this is an interesting product. It's not just sunscreen, it's sunscreen made from completely natural ingredients. So I'm gonna put this on instead of a primer to see how it'll stick with the cushion coming up. So I just put a little bit on. We'll see how far that spreads. Oh, it's so light and watery. Oh, that's great. Oh, and it's not leaving any like white coloring, because the one thing, I'm actually gonna use a little more, about the same amount again. The one thing I really hate about sunscreen is when it leaves your like skin looking white, or there's like weird blue or purple streaks and you're just like, it's not a cute look, or when it's super greasy and you reflect like every ray of sun the light has given off that day. And this is just, it applies just like a cream, like a moisturizer. And it's literally so light and it's not leaving any whiteness. I can tell it's making my face a lot shiny, but it doesn't feel greasy. It feels like sunscreen, but when you like tap like this, it doesn't feel thick. Like you can't feel that the layer is on top of your skin. It's already sunk in quite well. It's so smooth. It's already made my skin so soft and it feels so moisturized. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for that to sink in and then we'll get into the foundation compact. The sunscreen is all rubbed in now, so it's time for the all-day cushion foundation. I love cushions. I never really liked liquid foundations because when I was younger in like middle school, I would rub it in with my fingers and it was all over my hands and I was getting acne, probably because of the oil on my fingers. And later when I would use the like beauty blenders, like I didn't like that they would get dirty. So when I discovered cushion compacts, I was over the moon. My first one, and still to this day the only one I use, is Nature Republic, but I'm so willing to go out and try new compacts. You open it up and that's just the basic look of a compact. There's a little mirror and then this is the cushion and there is the netting. So this is color 21 beige, and when this was sent to me, they didn't actually ask what color I would prefer because it doesn't only come in one color. And that's tricky because being ethnically Italian, my skin is more olive toned and a little darker compared to a lot of, you know, the skin tones that Korean beauty products are marketed towards. But we'll give this a shot. So when it looks like this, it's not because there's no product, it's because you need to push down and then it'll come up through the netting like that. So I already have a good amount on my sponge, and it actually doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand first to see what that looks like. So as I've said before, I am more olive toned and this is more pinky, but I don't think it'll be that big of a problem because it blended in quite well with my skin color. So I don't think it'll be too pale on my face or even too like rose toned and just like obvious that it's not my skin color. So let's give it a try. Ooh. Oh, it's so pink. This is definitely not my natural color by any means. It's very pink compared to my skin tone, my skin color. And this is very clearly meant for the dewy look that's in right now. As you can see, it's making my face very shiny, very dewy. But that's not necessarily a bad look. I quite like the dewy look actually. After patting it in, I don't think it's as offensive. It's definitely, you can tell how orange it is around my eyes. It's definitely much too light for me. Oh my god, I look like a ghost. It's very easy to apply. It blends really well to itself. It's not very streaky at all. Coverage is quite nice. I do actually like the finish because I'm into the dewy look. I just feel like I personally look like a ghost. But so I'll let that sink in and then go do my makeup and come back, and then at the end of the day I'll report back with how long it stayed. I actually think I'm going to not use my setting spray today to see how long it lasts without having to use extra measures like that. And then I'll do it again another day, but with the setting spray. But for now, just to see how the basic product does on its own, I'm just gonna go do other makeup things and come back. Much better. Okay, so after makeup, I am significantly more comfortable with this look just because it's hard to see in the natural light again, but I put some blush on my cheeks and that just adds more color, so it takes away from the complete ghost white of it all. There's some color on my eyes thanks to the eyeliner, and there's color on my lips, and there's highlighter. It is January and I reach my skin like peak paleness in February. So once February comes, I think I might have to use this compact instead of the one that I typically use. All that's left to test is longevity and how long it lasts, and if it like starts to clump together or gets like stringy, not stringy, but you know how like suddenly you notice there's lines of it like on your forehead or something throughout the day. So that's the real test at this point, and I will check back in later with how that goes. Okay, it's the end of the day / end of the night. I'm about to go to bed and take all my makeup off and shower. And actually, the foundation oxidized quite well. I don't feel like it's completely white and doesn't match my skin tone anymore. And it stayed on extremely well without having to use setting spray, which is really good to know. And the rest of my makeup stayed on pretty well, like the highlight and just everything else. So it actually did a lot better than I thought it would without having used setting spray. Yay, all done, welcome back. So it was a week since I tested all of those things, and I did have, literally the day after filming, I got like a cystic welt on my chin. Like, I don't know if you can still see. Yeah, right there, I left a little spot. It was a piece of cystic acne, which anyone that gets that knows they swell, they're welty, they stick around for a while, and they'll leave marks. And as you saw, I still have a mark. I also still have a mark on my forehead here from that other piece of acne. Oh, really important to mention, I should have mentioned it in the beginning, I'm not wearing any face makeup right now, just eye makeup and lip stuff. So no foundation, no concealer, no powder. So this is what my face looks like just using these products and other Korean skincare products. And I'm not hiding anything under my bangs. I just like to hide my forehead because I think it's big. But also, I mean, this was a piece of cystic acne. and it went down in days. And I think it's the combination of the anti-trouble cleanser and using the anti-T spot cream at night. I mean, seriously, it was only a week, and things like that take so much time to go away. I think these two together as a team worked so well to get rid of the welt, because you know, cystic acne is also kind of painful. Like, you feel it there, and it just completely went away. And I don't think it was luck, because there's no such thing as luck when it comes to acne. I genuinely think that these products did their job, and they did it so well that it fixed the problem in a couple of days. To see progress in a week, definitely these are A+ products. I don't think anyone steps out during the day and immediately gets sunburned unless you're like extremely pale. And so I'm not gonna say that, oh, I didn't get burnt today, or I noticed there was less UV radiation seeping through my pores. No, that's impossible to measure. But you know, for a product, this is really lightweight, watery. It's went on really well. I did use it both as a primer and then with my primer, and both times it just really, my makeup stuck to it really well. And it was just one more thing that moisturized and nourished my skin. Again, it's made out of the prickly pear cactus, which is a really cool sunscreen ingredient. But yeah, guys, I mean, skin protection is so important, sunscreen, so important even at a young age. If you don't want wrinkles, it felt good going on, and it's just one more thing to nourish your skin. Okay, the cushion. So I wore this a couple days during the week, and I think on Thursday, I switched it up and wore my regular Nature Republic cushion just to compare between the two. And I know I complained before, I mean, this looked ghost white on my skin. I did not think it blended well at all. But, you know, during the day with other makeup like blush and things that add color, it oxidizes extremely well and it stays on. Like, you don't notice patches, or like you scratched your face earlier and now there's like a weird discolored part where like your other like natural skin color and some redness is showing. No, none of that. So coverage is really good. It lasts really long. I showed you the first day. It lasted really long without any setting spray. I mean, Nature Republic, and I don't know if it's because it's older from the summer, but it did not last as long. By the end of the day, it looked old. It looked like I was wearing makeup. And this stuff doesn't really look like you're wearing makeup, as long as you don't cake on the setting powder and stuff like that. It works. It's a solid cushion. I mean, I'll give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10. As it approaches February, I'm at my like peak paleness, so this might have to become my daily cushion. Solid product. All right, guys, once again, I got those things from BB Cosmetics, 8% off if you use the coupon code BB Rachel Rose. It's in the description. Free worldwide shipping, fantastic. I'm not sponsored by Yadah. And I'm honest, if these things didn't work, I would have told you, but they did. And it's a cool brand, and you should explore other brands too if you're interested in Korean skincare products. I love them. I hope you love them too. Thank you so much for watching. You can check out my other Korean skincare videos if you want. In the first one, I feel like I already look like such a baby, even though it's already been a year. Follow my Instagram for more daily pictures, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.